getting loosened up a little bit. It's all from that long ride from Nashville. How are y'all doing?
Good.
How many Dobro players over in here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dobro
Nice.
owners, maybe.
Dobro owners. It's better to own a Dobro than it could be worse. Put it that way. I've met many a very nice lady whose life has been ruined by Dobros, and some husbands too. So, Andy and I, we just played in Telluride, Colorado last weekend, and so we get around. We've been other places than Kentucky, and so mainly what we do for a living is travel, and sometimes we get to play when we get there, and that's the free part. The traveling costs $10,000. The playing is free. That's pretty much how I feel about it.
Yeah, that's it. That's for sure. I mean, yeah, today would be about 8-9 hours of travel, and you know, a couple hours of playing. But
you're getting paid more than me. I didn't come that.
Probably not. I would guess not. But it doesn't matter. If you get paid anything to play dobro, that's pretty cool. So very happy to be here.
Yeah, it beats chewing gum. That's what they used to pay us, chewing gum. When I started with the Country Gentleman, I was making $50 a week, and yeah, it was great.
Jerry, what was your first gig? Very first gig?
Very first gig with the Country Gentleman was Ralph Stanley's Bluegrass Festival down in Virginia, way down in the mountains, down in the hollow. Actually, I talked to Ricky Skaggs the other day, and he said that he took a ride over there the other day. Went to see Ralph, but he took a ride down there with two, and he said the stage is completely grown over, and he and his father Hobart helped build that stage the year before we played on it. But that was my first gig, and there was at the time I took this job with the Country Gentleman, this band that was like at the time was the cream of the crop. I mean, they were the biggest bluegrass band in the business at that point. And it was Bill Yates, Bill Emerson, Doyle Lawson, Charlie Waller, and Ricky was in the band too. So Bill Emerson was getting ready. He pretty much hired me for the band, and then he took a job with the Navy band immediately. And he was the first. He had the first country version of the Navy band, Country Current it was called. And that reminds me, I got to do something I get home about Bill Emerson. But what was your first professional gig?
Well, the first one that anyone would have heard of was actually Harley Allen. When I first moved to Nashville, I started playing dobro in upstate New York and Boston, which wasn't exactly, you know, a super hotbed.
Bluegrass haven.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, Joe Val was big, you know, everyone loved Joe Val.
Bluegrass town, actually.
And, yeah, and so, but I had learned, you know, not around the real bluegrass people, you know, I was listening on records and listening to you and listening to other people. And when I first got to Nashville, and I was I realized, oh boy, I have a lot more work to do because these people play really good, and this is a little different than playing bluegrass in Boston. And so anyway, I got called to audition for Harley Allen Band. And
you did auditions?
Well, you went, and I met Dave Harvey, the great mandolin player, and with your introduced me to Harley. Said, hey, Harley, this is Andy. This is Harley's going to be playing with us this weekend, whatever. And Harley said, he was smoking a cigarette. He said, Andy, I already got Andy in the band. That was Andy Todd was playing bass. What the F am I going to call you? And I said, well, some people call me Andrew. You can call me Andrew. And I actually can't repeat what he said at that point. He said, Andrew,
work either.
How about I call you bleep, 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 Andy? And I was just like, it's okay, I guess do I have the gig? I don't know what's going on, sure. And kind of went from there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. Now you all how do you want to do this? Do you want to ask questions or have us play? I know we're going to play. I mean,
How about both?
how about, I like that idea, both. But we do want you to ask questions so we can actually,
Tell us about the gizmos that you both
Yeah, what are
got.
the contraptions on your guitar?
oh, now we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It's actually something, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Well, let's play something.